And I think what happens is cult leaders who have shame about certain things then begin projecting the shadow shit on all the students. I'm seeing more and more as I look at cults that the appearance that the cult leader has, everything they're doing is to armor against the shame inside. Like everything. The grandiosity, the clothing, the lifestyle, the whatever it is, it's all just to protect against any of that ever getting revealed. And God forbid it gets revealed.
Yeah.
Because then you, as the cult member, you're fucked. If you expose it in some way, they're coming after you.
And it's all compensatory.
Yeah.
So they used to say with narcissism, there's a subset of narcissists that are compensatory narcissists. They're doing this to make up for the shame that they feel. And I think nowadays I'm right in saying the general consensus is that all narcissists are compensatory.
All of them. But what happens that I see with cult leaders, I'm not saying it's different than narcissists, but with cult leaders, is at a certain point they have such a tremendous lack of awareness of a shadow that they become absolutely messianic.
Yeah.
They're God.
Yeah.
And God is the ultimate way to avoid any of the darkness that is alive and well inside of them. And they're acting out. I mean, in the case of Nixium, he's talking about nobility and like, don't satiate your desires, He's been diddling all the women.
Yeah.
Behind closed doors.
So he's saying to all of you, delay gratification, don't fall prey to the material and fleshly pleasures. Meanwhile, I will be as soon as we finish at 7 by 7:30.
Yeah, but he's not calling it that. He's saying I'm helping people. It's the whole stupid magic penis sort of theory. I'm helping people with my
magic dong,
whatever. A lot of them think that, and so there's always a cover story that they have for their activities.
Right.
Because if you're sort of rational and not enthralled, as we'll talk about going forward, if you're rationally looking at it, you're saying the dude's lying.
Yeah.
But there's this whole, the advertising campaign that everyone's doing is so good that if the leader's like, in bed sleeping, for 13 hours, it's because of the immense effort and the burden of the world that they've been carrying for this last 7 days and not sleeping at all.
But if I was to lie in bed and sleep for 13
You're
hours...
an asshole. You're a lazy piece of shit. You satiating little fucker.
So... I mean, this is just like a narcissistic family because you would have, say in a narcissistic family unit, you'd have one child who is the golden child and one child who's the black sheep. The golden child cannot do wrong because everything they do is right.
Yes.
And the black sheep cannot do right for doing wrong. And yes, you can see exactly the same behaviors. Like this child fell asleep for 13 hours. Oh, they've studied, they passed their math test and the dance recital. Wonderful, wonderful child. Rest my child. This one, lazy fucker.
Yes.
13 hours. Yes. So useless. Get out. And
Yes.
it's the same exact behavior
Yes.
through a split lens. It's the splitting again.
Exactly. And like, I'll give you an example, just to jump ahead. Like Ranieri had this thing about commitment. Ranieri was my cult leader. You have to build your level of commitment. That's what it's all about. You commit to the thing and you commit for life. Now, what that was for, I now understand, was his absolute pathological fear of abandonment. That's what was really going on.
Yeah.
But he couldn't say, I'm terrified of being abandoned. Please never leave me because I'm pathetic. What he had to do is this whole story about commitment, and you're in it for life and you can never break a commitment, It was just a pathetic excuse to have people love him and be around him all the time. But, you have to be out of the thrall before you understand all of that.